I'm going to show you from start to finish how to make your scenes look and feel something like this. I'm Jammin' Jay. I am a Twitch streamer who likes to help people learn how to do silly cool things as I learn how to do them too. I do have chapters set up on this video, so you can skip to the part of the video that you would like to see, or if you want to watch the whole thing, I would really appreciate that. If it does end up being helpful, I hope you like and subscribe, or hang out with me on Twitch, or tweet at me. Let's get into how to make custom simple overlays. So you should do it however you want, but these are the three scenes that I am setting up today. This one, and this one. These are the three basic scenes that we'll be switching between on the stream. We will start by creating a nice looking backdrop. So we're going to use a website called Unsplash. Unsplash provides a lot of really beautiful pictures that you can use for free. Keep in mind that you can and should tip the artist if you're able to, but what they provide on here is free to use. Let's grab this one. This is an awesome color palette. So let's download this. You can shout out the person, say thanks, you can tip them here. To edit that download to the exact colors that I want, I am using a service called Photopea. It is an alternative to Photoshop that runs right out of your browser, though you can use any similar softwares. I'm gonna drag this picture in here. I want to adjust some of the colors. I wanna make it a little bit brighter. So we're coming to image, adjustments. I will adjust the brightness and contrast and a few other things. You can play around with these as you want, or not if you already love how it looks. I'm a huge fan of how this looks right now. So now I'm gonna hit download as PNG. So we're heading over to Giphy. We're gonna select backdrop and we're going to upload what we just barely made. There are a lot of really fun filters. My favorite is ripples. I'm doing ripples. Continue to download. And now I can download it. Now let's come back to OBS and let's add a source as a media source. We're gonna add our backdrop. So I'm going to create new. I'm gonna call it blue lights. So I have to go to browse and grab what we just made with Giphy. Okay, you have to make sure you select loop. I like to use close file when inactive. It's just better on the CPU. So now we've got this fun looping background. Put it underneath everything, and that's pretty. So now I've got this fun moving background and a really fun color palette to work with. I'm gonna do the same thing here. I actually ended up moving them a little bit more because I like it better this way. Back to Photopea, we're going to make some borders. So I'm going to input this one more time so we can use a consistent color. I want to grab a color from somewhere in the middle here, but that's the only reason that we're bringing this in. So here in Photopea, we need to go to image, image size, click this little thing so they're not linked together. So I'm making it 1920 by 1080 because that's the size that I have in OBS. Hold Alt to zoom in. My image is now 1920 by 1080. So once you get it how you want it to look, you got to take a screenshot of your scene. I'm going to pull in the screenshot of my scene. Hold Shift to adjust. Now I'm going to come over to the left and right click the object selection. I'm going to select the magic wand. Just click anywhere in this black. So I'm going to pull the eraser, click on it, and then come up here and click OK to rasterize it. Now that the black is selected, I'm going to hit delete, and that's basically what my stream looks like. So what I'm going to do is create a border for my webcam and for my game. Now that we're going to create a border, come over to the left on Photopea, click the rectangle, and let's outline the object that we are making a border for. Up here at the top left, select fill. Make sure the fill is empty, so it says none. And then the stroke, select a color. I would want to select one of the colors that is similar to what's going on in the scene. When I click this rectangle right here, it'll pull up the color picker. And I can actually just click anywhere on this object back here and it'll grab that exact color. So it's grabbing kind of a purpley color. So now we have this really good looking border. I'm actually gonna make the rectangle a little bit bigger. So if I want to adjust the stroke, I need to click the rectangle tool again. Come up here, I'm gonna make the stroke, let's try 15. That's a sharp looking rectangle right there. What I need to do to keep this border, I need to come over here to the right and unselect the scene and unselect the background. This is what I just created. This is the simple border by itself. So there's my webcam source. I'm going to download this as a PNG. Come back up here to the top and select PNG and download. Let's rinse and repeat for this source down here. Let's grab one of these slightly darker colors. So they are distinct colors, but that is pretty good. Let's download that one as a PNG and we're ready to throw these into OBS. Now we are ready to put these borders into this scene in OBS. So let's go to add source, add image. Let's name it Big Blue Border. Hit browse, go find it. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I have it selected. And I'm actually just gonna use the arrow keys to move it down into place. Right where I want it. Cool. So it is now around my webcam, and I'm going to do the same thing now for the small border. Let's come to the other scene. You're gonna do the same thing, except now all you have to do is click add existing source. You could make a new source that fits exactly this size, but I'm feeling lazy right now, so all I'm gonna do is put it here, hold shift, and resize it and change the proportions slightly. Now that does make one side look a little bit stretched and the other side a little bit thicker. If you really care about that, you can make an entirely new border. For what I'm doing right now, I don't really mind it. We're going to make one more border in Photopea. Let's add this game scene. I'm going to make a border for my webcam here. I look very happy in that picture. So I'm going to block out everything except for the background again and grab the rectangle tool. I want a slightly darker color for this one. That is a really deep purpley blue. I like that one. So I want the stroke on this to be slightly thicker. Let's make it maybe 22. To add some character to it, we're gonna go to layer, layer style, bevel, and emboss. You'll only be able to see it when we come close. We have this light effect. It looks like there's light coming in from the top right. I actually want it to come in from the top left, so I'm gonna change angle right here. So now we have this light effect coming in from the top left. And we can also add a texture. So that texture looks kind of wacky. This isn't even a big enough shape that you can really see the details of the texture, but it definitely adds a little character. And now, after bevel and emboss, texture, you can mess around with all of these as you want. We're gonna add a drop shadow onto this. Similar angle, so it looks like there's kind of light coming down onto it. These are things that you can mess around with as much as you want. Once you've created the effect that you like, let's unselect everything again. And now this is what our shape looks like. Come back up here, and I'm gonna save this as a PNG. Okay, we're gonna rinse and repeat, add another image. So now we have this fun border with a cool shadow effect. So the way I have this set up, I would want to add a chat source up here, but this is just ideas. You can do whatever you want with these concepts. But now that I've added a move transition, the scenes that I've made in this video look like this. It's pretty sharp. For help with the move transition, I have a move transition video that you should check out. Thank you for watching. As always, I hope this video has been really helpful to you, or at least given you some new ideas on how to do your stuff. I would love to be friends on Twitter. Come hang out with me in my Twitch stream, and like and subscribe here on YouTube. GG's guys, until next time. Did I just truck my guy? Wait, what? Hang on.